Hello everyone, I think this is finally working. I'm sort of excited to do this because I have not played Doki in a really long time, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let me know in the chat if anything is wrong with the audio or the visuals, but hopefully you can hear the fun music. We're just gonna start a new game and, see what happens. Hey! That's even one girl. Ah, man, they're doing her dirty. That girl Sayori, she's actually my favorite one. Even though she's everyone's least favorite. I think people think she's plain, but, I like a girl that's willing to hang for me. Foreshadowing there. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha! I forget how, disproportionate her head is. Is that just me? She's, a little creepy. Maybe her outfit just looks too real for the environment. But I caught up to you in time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, criminal. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in me to be mean to you, even if you want to. I don't know if I can even see the chat. Oh, did that go away? I lost the window for a second. Whatever you say, Sayori. So we go to school. By the way, criminal, have you decided on a club to join yet? Blah blah blah. We're gonna join the literature club, I assume. In case you were, I can't speak. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with what. Why am I such a bitch? Sayori's so nice. She's the only nice one. Well, I guess there's also the cute one, but I don't know. She seems like the most stable to me. Yeah. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. He's just like me for real. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. What is becoming a NEET? Okay, I don't know. There's a lot of dialogue. I kind of just want to skip it, but I feel like you guys are gonna be mad if I skip all the dialogue. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. So she's just trying to get me to join her club, right? I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. It always creeped me out that this was empty. I know that's sort of the whole point, the whole point, but yeah. I guess. Oh, she pops up. Sayori must have come into the classroom while spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I think there's sort of a liminal space for her in this one because because it is empty. I always feel creeped out. Everything besides the girls, there's nothing else that exists. And I think MatPat had a theory where this was all some sort of simulation within a game, and their consciousnesses stuck in these, anime girls. Which I kind of like that theory because it kind of explains the emptiness. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of Vice President. What a go-getter. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. The reading comprehension devil strikes again. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told I'd bring in a new member. Airhead, or she's just cunning. Oh, finally. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. One of my favorite memes of all time is that. I feel like no one's gonna know what I'm talking about, but there's this. There's this bird that says, "I'll sell your soul for a corn chip or something like that. No, yeah, I like that meme. Dude, I'm trying to figure out the live chat went away. And I sort of like want to be able to see this, and I can't. Oh, I can see the chat now, just to see that no one has said anything. And I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. She's my least favorite. The pink one, like, people like her, but I think... Thank you, I do know that meme. I don't like the way she looks. Like, her hair, there's something about her hair that, like, screams a little bit schizo to me. I get that's the point. I get that's the point. But, like, she's supposed to be cute, and I don't think she's cute at all. Also, this like little X thing has to be some sort of like symbol, right? Anyways. Oh, criminal, what a nice surprise. How the fuck does she know my name? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this club. It's full of really cute girls. Why not like your childhood friend? She's the best one. What are you looking at? What is this? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. That's the creepiest possible way you could have said that. She's the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says this quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Dude, Siri is trying to come alive right now. Go away, Siri. Anyways, this is Natsuki. I cannot say these names. Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? She's okay, actually, Monica might be best girl. That's hard. I think I like Monica because, I mean, I think that people give her a hard time because if you were like the only one conscious of your surroundings when you kind of act a fool. I don't know. Anyways, it's great to see you again, criminal. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little bit. You too, Monica. I also like the subtle writing that like Monica is there kind of writing the dialogue to benefit her. Come sit down, criminal. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Sorry, I got a little too. Then how about some tea? Do I have to make my first choice? Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Hatsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Siri grabs one, first then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. We spend a lot of time on this cupcake dialogue. Is it okay if I, skip through it? Da-da-da. But not for you, you know, dummy. I guess. I don't know. I can't do the voices very well. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us. Like, is tea supposed to be more sophisticated and, like, cupcakes more, I don't know, cute? I feel like the character writing at the beginning is, like, the least good part, but also maybe that's the point that's supposed to lull you into it, thinking it's just like a dating sim. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, this is also interesting, because to what extent is Sayori being controlled by Monica to do these things, or is it just like she's sort of on guardrails? Because it comes off to me that like their emotions are real, you know, because Monica's able to affect them, but they're still kind of like dolls in a sense. Anyways, to be honest, I can't stay on all the politics around the major clubs. Isn't that ironic? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Wait, I gotta sip too. That's horrible. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. That's... As someone who's like, the library is like my favorite place, that kind of hurts me. But, you know. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this intro is it's kind of dragging on right now. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. This is me, I really cannot get a thought out today. I feel like, I'm fighting, you know, I'm the reading comprehension devil. And, like, this is me talking to, like, all the fucking Chainsaw Man fans, trying to convince them to actually, like, read Chainsaw Man as a piece of literature and not, like, stop thinking about, like, fucking, what's her name? Makima's boobs for, like, 3 seconds. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Can I say, I don't like fantasy. I like sci-fi, which I feel like is the cousin of fantasy, and so I don't know why, like, fantasy kind of offsplits. I've just never been into, like, the medieval thing, which I feel is what I associate with fantasy. Maybe that's unfair. But, like, I've never been, like, interested in reading Lord of the Rings or even watching it. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Okay, like, you know, literally judging a woman by her cover, I guess. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements, but she said this like 3 fucking times. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Fujimoto. Okay, anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Didn't she like deep, complex fantasy worlds? Like, is horror known for that? Anyways, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Tsuki's eyes dart over for me to a split second. Never mind. Maybe she's I guess she's embarrassed? That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a scrap of paper behind the meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. I kind of agree that she's not cute. You know, she's kind of not, yeah. She's not cute. I'm sorry. She looks creepy to me. Yeah, I don't know. Why don't you share them sometimes? Okay. I gotta skip. We gotta get to the poem writing. This is too much to me. They argue... Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth what's been in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, criminal. You know, one of the things I like is that they don't have animation, but through just like mild actions, like lowering the characters, you can convey their emotions. And like, I think a lot of new games that are super large, like, they almost have too much content to the point where they don't know how to, you know, cut certain things out. But when you don't have a lot to work with or you're low on resources, you have to find creative solutions that like make things usually and cut out the stuff that isn't working. And so I think, you know, Doki is a great example of that, because it's not like it's got a ton of bells and whistles, but it still is able to convey so much information. I'm defenseless against these girls. A simp is born. He didn't watch his, I don't know, Andrew Tate videos or something. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Ah, boys. Another fallen. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. My voices are really inconsistent for these characters. If you really come up for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Dude, her hair has like a mind of its own. It's fucking like floating. Okay everyone, I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring up to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Criminal, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Mediocre. Oh, we're walking home with Sayori. This whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make sure one of my circumstances, and I'm good, and I'm sure good fortune will find. I cannot read, my dyslexic ass. And I get that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, now we get to choose the words, which means we gotta choose a girl. I gotta go Sayori. I feel like, wait, that's not good. Questions? No. Heartbeat? No. Wonderful. She's kind of in between, I guess. Cheer. Boop? Fuck. Lucky. Jumpy. Pink. Lust. Empty. Hair. Contamination. Fester. Dude, why are none of these words Sayori? I feel like it's fet. No. Imagination. No. Fireworks. Yes. Okay. Oh fuck. Anyone in the chat want to choose a word? Actually, it's on a delay, so probably not. Maybe I can stall for a second, like, I don't know, talk about something else. By the way, I got a copyright strike on my channel for, like, reviewing a manga chapter. I had to email them groveling, like, please, you know, take your strike away. I think it's because I showed the whole chapter of A Chainsaw Man, but I had commentary on it, so... Ooh, treasure. Okay. Yes, that's a Sayori word. I had to, yeah, I had to write a groveling email to get them to, you know, consider taking the strike back, and they have not responded. So, maybe my channel will be deleted, and if it is, I'm sorry. Passion. Pure? Oh, no. Yeah, treasure was good. Yeah, there's gotta be like a 1 minute delay or something, and it kinda sucks. Oh. what for this one? I'm kind of thinking feather or portrait. Yeah, feather was right. Okay, comfort, pleasure, universe, misfortune, promise. I feel like she's daydream. Ooh, I feel like I'm getting a hold of this. Okay. What is a chat rate? Okay, anyways, bliss? Yes. What is kiss? Oh, that's her? Okay. Oh, that was bad. Vacation. And awesome. Okay, I think we did a good job. Hi again, criminal. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Now don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. While I'm back at the literature club, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for helping your promise, criminal. Keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed. Why did I choose a game I have to read so much? I mean, like, I really am terrible at reading. Okay, oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't. I just dropped my mic. Didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, mama. Should I read all this shit out? They're debating right now. Maybe that's like a more. Maybe I'll just like speed read it and just kind of narrate, summarize for you guys. Criminal always gives it best as long as he's having fun. He helps me, so like okay, she's helpful and she's insulting Sayori for being a fucking slob. You are two good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Criminal can be good friends too? Seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today too. Ooh, what'd she bring me? Don't be shy. What is it? What did you get me? Mr. President, is that so? Yeah, I won't give it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, here. Pulls out a book. Oh, she wants me to discuss a book. Okay. I have something to say. There's always that weird period in the dating thing, and like, usually where you like exchange some form of media. And like, that's fun. But also, sometimes the person gives you, like, a piece of media that's, like, way too much commitment. Like, they want you to watch, like, a show with, like, 100 episodes in it or something. Or, like, read an entire book. It's like, I want to show that I like you, but also, like, you're giving me fucking homework. I don't know if that's, like, a common experience, but usually when I start dating someone or I'm going on dates with someone, like, we share media and stuff like that. Which I like seeing what other people are interested in. I like trying that out. But also, sometimes it makes me want to kill myself. I'm gonna be real. Because, like, you know, you gave me a chore. I don't mind it if it looks like halfway decent. Sometimes, like, it's some, like, you know, 4-hour movie or something, and I can't sit still for shit. So, what am I doing again? Oh, I'm playing again. How's that girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book. I'm not very good at live streaming. I get distracted easily from this game. She even picked out a book. I don't care. Okay, Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Oh, are we gonna talk about to Nayuri or Nayuda or what's her name? I forget. The cute one. We're gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. But we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. By the way, are the audio levels okay? Like, the music's loud for me, but I literally don't know how loud it is for you guys. My streaming stuff for OBS, like, makes it really difficult to tell. That doesn't solve the problem at all, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So what are we gonna do about that? We're going to make cupcakes and I think read poetry. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. For once, he's not being a bitch to my girl Sayori. We're gonna make this work, even though I'm not good at picking those words. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world or something. I should have read that before I hit enter. What is with the... Ooh, ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry? Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It was your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Has anyone ever been to a literature club? I always feel like a book club sounds like the worst thing to me. Because, like... I don't know, because you have to decide on a book as a group, and I feel like whatever we choose I'm not going to like very much, and also, when I read something, I just want to read all of it, but reading like a chapter a week for some club is like, really difficult. I don't really like it when people buy me books, because then I feel obligated to read them, and if I was in a club, I feel like I'd have that same type of obligation to actually, carry through. And that, I don't know, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. Like, I feel like it's like a gift that's a homework assignment. Is that just me? Like, has anyone else got a book? Like, if I ask for a book and you get me a book, that's really cool. But if I don't ask, don't give me a book. For all my viewers, when I eventually sell feet pics and you guys all send me presents, don't buy me a book, okay? Like, get me unmarked bills and Visa gift cards. What are we talking about? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, What the fuck does that mean? Is he watching anime like all fucking day? That's my subscriber base right here. It's true though. I know, you're always looking for me, out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? She's just like me, for real. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. I'm glad we're caring for Sayori. She's the best girl, and she deserves it. Man, you really need a brush for this. Her hair doesn't look bad at all, bro. Like, get off my girl. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass. Dude, he's a fucking savage. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie, and don't you even keep your... The only one who keeps their blazer buttoned up, I think, is... Wait, no, Monica and you... Oh my god. That doesn't look normal. I don't like the way my hands look. And I don't like this. We're gonna skip to the next slide. What is it? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it'd be to have... Did you ever button someone else's, like, shirt for them? I never... Like, if I did this to anyone who, like... I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I guess it's just a game. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would notice sooner than it doesn't fit anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger. Compelling dialogue. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's code word for the animators did not want to show her blazer together. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't... Ah. Forbidden Riz, Sayori. You got me. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Well, anything. Just focus on trying to wake up. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. It's a deal. Okay, can we read these poems? Like, this is... Okay, everyone. Monika's... On cue, Monika. Criminal, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? My relaxation sets in. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't find much inspiration since I have never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki, and yeah, okay. Of course, we're going to my girl Sayori. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly, blah blah blah. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki. Dude, why are you so negative? You got it, girl. You're the one. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a criminal poem. It's a criminal poem. And that's what makes it feel extra special. I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I want to read hers, actually. I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh, we actually got a click. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until... Oh, God. I kind of liked hers because it, like, shows her subtle depression coming out. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Well, she's a hungry girl. What can I say? Who do we want to do next? How about Monika? Hi, criminal. Having a good time so far? She's always listening. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, criminal. We're a little embarrassed today. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. She's kind of setting us up right now. You sure I'm reading into it much? I could be, oh gosh. Let's see. It best to find the kind of sound that suits you. Everyone might... So don't force yourself to write. Everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem? Okay, Monika's poems are usually the most interesting, so... Hole in a wall. It could have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Damn. I mean, obviously that's just her experience of everything and her, like, having consciousness and realizing, like, her view of consciousness is you know, different than her friends, but also the same as the outside world. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sarge's not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. This is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my... Yeah, something like that, like her... Yeah, definitely this is like her consciousness event. But does that mean that there's a point where she wasn't conscious? That's sort of an interesting question to ponder, I guess. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a single point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Wow, thank you, Monica. Okay. For taste, do you want to get smacked? She doesn't like it's cute. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I kind of like that. I also like how the music changes. Well, I like it. I should make a poem writing club with you guys. I'm curious to see what you guys could come up with poetry-wise. Probably some degenerate shit, but, you know, maybe it'd be entertaining. A minute passes more than enough time to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Oh, she's gonna be a bitch about it. I guess that it might be after... It might be my first time after reading through it, huh? She's calling it ass. They both call my poem ass. Ah, man. This is harsh. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course that's not something can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I feel like a poem that would appeal to Sayori wouldn't be like a dumbass comment, I guess. Anyways, let's see her poem. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, a breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Handwriting, blah blah blah. I've never, everyone likes Yuri. I'm not a big Yuri person. Yuri's kind of like on demon time, and like not in a good way. And I know you're all looking for like a goth girlfriend to, be yours or whatever, but it doesn't really float my boat. I like that stable childhood friend. That's more, my vibe. Let's see. Of course they're fighting. Yeah. I have not usually liked other people's poetry when I read it. Like, usually when people give me poetry, I'm like, oh, this is ass. I like the fight music is the same as the cute girl's music. What's it? Natsuki? I can never remember her fucking name. Okay, they're trying to get me to choose one of them. I don't know. Do I choose the cute girl who creeps me out, or the... I want to cry for Sayori. Sayori, yeah, everyone's fighting. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Criminal. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for the others to interject. Okay, so now I gotta choose between them either way. Or maybe... Or Sayori... I think Sayori's saving me. I'll make some tea. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. It's not like I can blame you. So let's see what happens next. She's saying she can always talk to me. We share poems. I think this might be a good stopping point for today. Okay, we're gonna walk home and we'll see what Sayori says to me and then we're gonna call it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. You know, between you and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen fighting like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. I can see why they could be good friends. It's nice to spend time with you, but I think everyone likes you. And we go home. I think this is a good place to stop. You know, I'm not really good at talking. I did talk for 40 minutes, but maybe it's entertaining. So I'm gonna go and yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna save this game first. Actually, you know, I'll end the stream first. Adios, guys.